What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Talk Live. I'm Patrick, as usual, joined tonight by Brian DeGennaro and Brandon Kramer. We hit 10 games tonight, boys. Congratulations. Brian, you look thrilled.
I'm so hyped.
So, honestly, tonight, once again, the Yankees win. Stupid at this point, 10-game winning streak. After what this team has come from, if you would have told me a couple weeks ago that they would be on a 10-game win streak wait, today's the 19th? I was thinking it was the 20th. I got to change the title. But on September 19th that they were on a 10-game win streak, I would probably say you're absolutely crazy.
Yankees, that's 2020 for you. I mean, even in this game today, we fucking made a bunch of mistakes. I mean, Tyler Wade fucking sucks. I just want to get that out there right now. He fucking
Brandon was
sucks.
dying to say that.
I have been. I mean, I don't get...
Don't hold back, Brandon. Go ahead. Tell us how you really feel.
I don't get some of our fan base's fucking obsession with him. I mean, he can't hit. Even after meeting with Albert Pujols. I mean, that's disrespect to Albert Pujols, who spent his fucking time with a fucking piece of shit player.
My God. Can you guys tell Brandon
Easy.
hates Tyler Wade? Can you tell he hates him?
I'm getting you a Tyler Wade jersey for Christmas. Or
in a
Hanukkah,
7-0 game. Oh, let me fucking throw to third base. And it's almost saved by Gio doing a fucking spin move.
All right. Before we talk about the ranting of the few bad spots of tonight's game, DJ
can we
had
focus
2
on
hits.
the positives for a minute?
I mean,
can we
Frank,
just
you
enjoy
started
the
off on
win?
such a
Jesus
bad note.
Christ, Brandon.
DJ 2 hits as usual. Voit 2 hits. Gardner 2 hits. But I think the key offensive man of the night was Clint Frazier. 3 for 4. He hit a home run. I mean, there's not enough good things to say about Clint Frazier at this point, especially because when the Yankees lineup is at full strength, you're looking at the best 9-hitter in baseball. He batted 9th last night, and it's just amazing to see the turnaround of Clint Frazier, not only offensively, but defensively and emotionally, mentally. If you look at his post-game press conferences, pre-game press conference compared to that of last year, it's ridiculous to see how much this man's matured on the field and off the field. So shout out to Clint Frazier because he's been awesome.
Yeah, the best part for me is that it seems like the organization is taking him seriously now. Like he really is going to be the left fielder of at least for the next few years. We don't have to see Brett Gardner every day, which is great. And it looks like during the playoffs he's going to be the starting left fielder. So that's just great to see.
Yeah,
I think the turning point was when Frazier asked to meet with Cashman and Boone and said, just what's my place on this team? He said, either start playing me or trade me. I think they were like, okay. And then they gave him a shot and he ran away with it. I mean, now
he's been unbelievable.
Going ahead and thinking into next year, the Yankees could have an opening day outfield of Clint Frazier, a fully healthy Aaron Hicks. I think he's healthy, but who knows? And a fully healthy Aaron Judge.
Yeah. That's
fully
another guy I
healthy.
want to
What
talk
is
about
that?
after.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
but
as
he's really worked his way into their future plans. I truly think so.
Yeah, 1,000%.
He earned his spot.
Yeah,
It's great to see.
If we would have saw this out of Clint Frazier last season, I'm not sure if they would have given Brett Gardner a contract last offseason, because going into opening day, Clint Frazier will be and would have been your starting left fielder without a doubt. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that going into next year, Clint Frazier is that starting guy.
Pat, don't get your hopes up. They're going to bring Gardner back.
Oh, they probably will, especially because the guy doesn't want to retire.
Which is fine. If he's a bench guy, I'm fine with that.
No, I'm completely fine with that as well, but I don't want him getting any sort of significant time over Frazier, at all.
I think that was the plan going into last year, but then the entire team decided to get hurt, and I think I think Gardner knows, and you might kill me for saying this, he's been on the team long enough that he deserves. I would just say proper send off, and by that I just mean let him have a game where he can tip his hat to the crowd. I'm not talking about giving him like all these gifts and stuff. Let the fans just give him one applause, then retire. How about this? 1 game contract. Have him opening day, have him have one at bat where he strikes out looking.
Do you think that Brett Gardner deserves a CC like send off?
Absolutely not. I'm not talking about a CC like retirement. No, I'm not talking about that. CC meant so much more than to the Yankees and Gardner.
Thank you. We could agree on that.
Give him just like a chance to go.
Hold on a second.
No, you're not going to argue that Brett Gardner is more significant than CC Sabathia.
Hold on a second. All I'm going to say is CC didn't get that like crazy of a send off. I mean, he got a standing ovation in his last game and all that, but like it wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't like he didn't go on tour like Derek Jeter did or anything like that. So when you say,
what do you mean, bro? The All-Star game.
No, I believe CC kept going to when they kept going. I believe everyone was honoring him. I mean, the All-Star game. Then they had the one of the last regular season games when players from all around the league made a video talking about CC.
Yeah, bro, I mean, you don't remember the All-Star game when they sent him out to go talk to Chapman? Why, like CC?
Yeah, okay, all right, that's fine. But I'm just saying, like the Yankees didn't really do that much for him. I mean, they just gave him a big standing ovation the last game. That was really it.
Yeah, the regular season. The regular season. I mean,
are you saying that Brett Gardner doesn't even deserve?
They gave him a nice ceremony. Does Brett Gardner deserve a ceremony?
No,
I mean,
exactly.
Are they going to give him one?
He deserves an ovation, though, man.
All I'm saying is,
sure, give the man an ovation, but I don't know about a whole ceremony where like they give him like a nice portrait with number 11 painted in baseballs. Like I don't think that's
they're gonna retire his number. 11 is gonna be gone.
No, don't say that.
Park,
like honestly,
he's getting a bust in Monument Park.
What they might do is they're definitely not gonna retire his number.
They will. They'll put it in limbo. They're gonna put that number in limbo.
It's gonna be like Paul O'Neill. No one can wear 21. But
it's gonna be like Paul O'Neill.
Paul O'Neill meant more to the Yankees than fucking Gardner. Well, did they?
Gardner's been here longer.
Wait, is CC's number back in circulation? No, right?
No, I think if they're going to retire 52, if they're going to retire a number, it's going to be 52.
Yeah, they probably will, right?
I think they retire every other number. Why not?
I think the next number that deserves to be retired, while they should really retire A-Rod, they're not going to do it.
That's what I was going to say. They need to retire 13. Like it's not like anyone else is going to wear that again.
But
Brian,
I think,
do you have an argument to that too? Because you look like you have something to say. So A-Rod's number shouldn't be retired.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
I think CC's number deserves to be retired.
Yeah, I think CC meant a lot to the organization, and that seems to be what they go off of. It's not necessarily like the greatest players ever.
Yeah, we're completely off topic right now.
Yeah, totally. So this has nothing to do with this game tonight. Well, Gardner did go 2 for 4.
Yeah, he had a decent game,
not bad.
But let's not ignore his awful base running mistake tonight. Wow. So let's break it down. He stole second by the skin of his teeth. First ruled out, then he overturned it. Nice slide by Gardner. I'll give him that. But then the very next batter, ball gets hit to right field, and Gardner's tagging up to third with 2 outs. What are you doing? Like,
no.
What, Frank, you're going to defend him?
He was halfway to third base.
He was more than halfway.
Yeah, but then he decides to go back to second and tag up late. I mean, if he gets a good read off it and tags up once he catches it and doesn't go halfway, he gets in there easily. But, I mean, What is it with this team and deciding to make outs at third base? That's a cardinal sin in baseball.
I learned that in Little League, maybe T-ball. Like, you can't make the first or third out at third base. That's just a given. But also, like, a lot of stupid base running mistakes lately. Like, why was Judge stealing second tonight?
That was all on him. He was safe,
Like,
to be honest. He was safe.
I know, but like the time and place didn't really call for it, especially just coming back from an injury. But did he just want to test out the calf? Like, possibly?
I mean, because you could see, this reminds me of last year in Detroit when Gary Sanchez decided to steal and he ended up hurting his groin.
Don't say that, Brandon. Why would you say that?
Yeah, whenever I think of Judge stealing, it stresses me out.
I mean, I just don't know why.
Wait. Let's hypothetically say that was Brian on first base. Does he make it to second?
Brian, I'm speedy, man.
Because when Brian gets close to them, they all just run away.
Brian low-key has some wheels.
Hey, man, when I played baseball, I didn't have a lot, but I had speed.
Brian's like the Tyler Wade.
No, okay, I wasn't that bad.
Even
I could hit the ball.
Let's flip things here and talk about the pitching side of the ball. J Happ. I mean, goddamn, what a night from Happ. 8 innings, shutout baseball. I think he only got 4 hits, 9 strikeouts. I think all of us went on the record before the season saying, like, J Happ, we were questionable about him coming into the season. But he really proved everybody wrong. He started off shaky, and then there was that whole incident where he, I think he said to the media that he thinks they were sitting him because they didn't want him to like hit the option. Yeah, obviously they were.
He's falling one start short of hitting of that option triggering.
That's
it's 30 starts. Prorated would be 10. So he's gonna have a total of 9 starts this year.
All right, but still, he would have had less starts if he didn't pitch this well. He basically took that as like an insult to him and what he knows he's capable of. And in a way, I feel like it was motivation. Because ever since then, I feel like we've seen nothing but greatness from J Happ. And I truly do trust him at this point in the playoff start. Having J Happ being consistent in the postseason rotation is going to be huge. You can't go out throughout the postseason with only 3 starters. It's just not happening.
I think this was the first big case of Matt Blake actually putting in his work because
shout out Matt Blake.
I don't remember Happ much last year throwing the 2-seam. I think he tried to throw a cutter, but I think Blake started to tell him, hey, spot that 4-seam on the outside corner, bring that 2-seam in on lefties. And I mean, he's just been dotting the corner. I rarely see him throw his breaking pitch now. He's throwing like also like a split change now, which
he's throwing the 2-seam a lot more, right?
Yeah, he's throwing the 2-seam a lot more, but he's also throwing a split change. He's rarely throwing the slider now. But I mean, it just shows when he's spotting his pitches and throwing them where he wants it, you're seeing Devers be late on 91. I mean, he turned it around when we needed him to do it because as he's turned it around, Montgomery has shit the bed. So
let me ask you guys a question. At this point in time, obviously, I would assume game 1 goes to Garrett Cole. Game 2 probably goes to Tanaka. But game 3, let's say it comes down to game 3, are you going with Happ or Devi? Because now Happ has kind of inserted himself in the conversation to like be a candidate for that game 3 start.
I'd start Devi Garcia, but if he gets into trouble early, you immediately pull him and you bring in.
What if Devi shits the bed tomorrow? What if he gives up like 6 runs?
And we'll find them.
Does Happ become that game 3 starter?
I think it's gotta be Happ. Although they'll probably go with an opener, knowing that.
I mean, I think no matter what happens in the postseason rotation, well, we know with the no off days, Devi Garcia is gonna start a postseason game if we get out of the first round. But if not, you could see him being a deadly weapon in that pen.
Yeah, we saw it last year. He came out of the bullpen in the ALCS, no?
Oh yeah, I'm saying Devi. If Happ ends up starting a game, you could have Devi as a deadly guy in the pen.
Yeah, but I would like Happ better coming out of the bullpen than Devi.
Yeah, no, I would definitely
only because
have
of the experience.
Better.
Yeah. Especially if he's got to come in with like runners on base or whatnot. I don't really trust Devi in that situation.
Tomorrow's actually a great matchup because I think it's the Red Sox have their prospect pitcher who threw well in his first start against.
What's his name? Hauk
something.
Hauk.
I have no clue.
Brian's good at pronouncing names. So tomorrow it wraps up the series against Boston, right? So tomorrow it's Devi against Hauk. And then 4 games set against the Blue Jays in Buffalo, correct? Yeah. So 4 games set
lost
against the
again
Blue Jays
today?
in Buffalo. Yeah, the Blue Jays are really sliding. Like a couple weeks ago, we were terrified of them, and now going into that series, I don't want to be like so cocky at this point, but we could sweep them. Like I think that it's very possible.
I mean, I'll
because
take 3 to 4 because then we're on a massive win streak.
yeah, and you know
Yeah.
what comes after the massive win streak?
It
Massive
could be a
wolf.
little bit of a scuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried that they got hot too early, but they had to in order to get where they are. I'm not.
I mean,
I don't think there's such a thing at this point. I mean, we're reaching the postseason. They couldn't wait any longer to get hot. It would have been dangerous.
Yeah, honestly, they're still trying to get everyone. I don't think everyone is fully going at the same time right now.
No, they're not. That's the scary part.
Judge obviously isn't going yet.
I mean, it's different because let's say someone starts struggling a little bit, then we could have Judge then start to pick it up. I mean, we also have Gary potentially picking it up. I mean, they're getting hot right. They're still trying to put it all together, but I mean,
Tyler Wade should get it going. I mean,
I never want to
Brian,
see him.
shut up. You're like you're sparking the flame right now. You
Honestly,
know it gets on our brains.
Sign Ronald Torreyes. Sign Ronald Torreyes and just don't have Brett Gardner. Or not Brett Gardner. Don't have Tyler Wade playing the postseason.
Now you want me to rant again, don't you? Because now that you bring up Ronald Torreyes, like here's my thing. I never understood the fascination in MLB with like meme players. I consider Ronald Torreyes a meme player, just like Bartolo Colon. And
Bartolo Colon's the GOAT, though.
Hey,
okay,
Bartolo,
Brian,
don't
shut
talk
up.
shit about Bartolo.
Oh my God. The fascination of MLB with Bartolo Colon, like if they post his home run in San Diego one more time,
I mean,
I'm probably going to vomit. I'm so over it already. I know
he's 42 and he's dotting corners against MLB players. I mean,
I don't find it funny whatsoever. I do not find Bartolo Colon funny.
It's because you don't have a sense of humor.
That's so not true. That's like the furthest possible thing from the truth.
No, I think it's pretty true.
No, it's not. But okay, tell me, what about Bartolo Colon?
When is the last
overweight?
Funny joke?
Just because he's overweight?
And I mean, he beat.
I'll tell you a
just
fire ass
awesome.
joke right now, Brian.
Go ahead. Let's hear.
Why didn't the skeleton go to the prom?
Why?
No, you guess because you're the ultimate jokester. So I'm sure you
See,
have a good.
you don't know how to tell a joke. That's not how you tell a joke.
No,
I
I asked you a question. All right, so let's redo this, and I'm just gonna tell you, Brian. Why didn't the skeleton go to the prom?
Why?
Because he had no body to go with. That's all.
I'm with Brandon on this one.
I'm here all night. I'm here all night, folks. Just saying. So
I bet Brett Gardner has better jokes than that.
Oh, I guess we could talk about Brett Gardner's little prank from today. Apparently Clint Frazier's turtleneck.
That was funny.
Hey, it worked. Frazier went 3 for 4.
Yeah, I think Gardner maybe thought he was gonna get his like secret powers from that. He didn't. Actually, he went 2 for 4, so maybe he did because that's good in Brett Gardner's 2020 standards. But if we're being completely honest with each other, I think we all know Clint Frazier, and a little ounce of him had to have been pissed off at that.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
That we know Clint Frazier loves his clothes, he loves his sneakers, and Gardner just fucking stealing it. We know he loves he loves his turtleneck.
I don't think he's that pissed.
Oh, we're starting beef. But also, I kind of like that turtleneck. Like, I want one. tell me not it's fire.
No, it's fire.
Thank you.
Do they sell them online?
Probably not. I mean, unless we could just go steal it from the clubhouse. Brandon, I'm gonna put that in your job because I know you have season tickets. So
yeah.
What do I have to do?
For anyone that hasn't heard, Brandon has season tickets.
Wait. What do I have to do? I kind of spaced out. I have to buy a turtleneck.
No, you have to go get Clint's turtleneck.
I'm not gonna steal it.
Or just find me one.
Or how about this? When I take you to a game, let's say somehow Brett Gardner's in right field for one game, you can jump over and like pretty much assault him on the field.
Okay, no, like I don't hate the man like to the point where I want to physically assault him. But if anyone in the chat knows where I could get one of those turtlenecks, just let me know.
Where you can find Brett Gardner. I thought he was going to find Brett Gardner.
No, I don't hate Brett Gardner. I don't hate Brett Gardner.
What about a friendly boxing match?
Could you repeat that?
I don't hate Brett Gardner. I don't. Okay, so next thing on our agenda tonight. When the game ended, Michael K said something that was very interesting and pissed me off a little bit. Final line of the night from Michael K was, Aaron Boone has the Yankees rolling.
Go
Are you
on.
good, Brian?
I'm fine.
What just happened?
My headphones won't stay in my ear, so just
Did you just chuck it?
yeah.
Hey, Chuck.
All
No
right.
accuracy.
All right. Let me restate this. Before the game goes off the air tonight, Michael K says, Aaron Boone has the Yankees rolling. Do you guys agree with that? Because I think we all know that. I know that Boone has absolutely nothing to do with this winning streak. It's
Well,
impossible for him
managers
to make awful bullpen moves when they're up by 10 runs every game.
when a team is going good, the manager looks great. When the team is going like shit, the manager usually gets blamed. I mean,
But that's not true because I didn't hear anyone on Yes talking about Boone being an awful manager when they were losing like every game for 2 weeks.
didn't David Cohn say some shit?
Yeah, they criticize his bullpen decisions, but I didn't hear Michael Kay say, "Oh, you know what? Aaron Boone has the Yankees losing 25 games in a row."
Well, I think, but honestly, there's times where you can blame someone, but I mean, well, no, I mean, it's not
What
Boone's
has
fault
Aaron
that
Boone had to do with the Yankees winning 10 straight? Let me know. Like, what move has he made that helped them win 10 straight?
last night he managed the bullpen quite well. I'll give him that.
It's-
But
it's-
They should have lost that game with all the errors. They only won because they were playing the musty
Red-
Red Sox. Like,
it's hard to say what he does exactly though. Like,
yeah,
we
I
don't-
mean,
we
they
don't
did
really
say something
know-
about the lineup, but
yeah, we don't really know what he
well,
does.
we know he likes to play Twister. We know that.
Anyway, we don't really know what he does because we don't know how much of the bullpen management is predetermined ahead of time. We don't know.
I don't think you could predetermine bullpen
no,
decisions.
I think
I think a
here's-
lot of it is.
I think no bullpen stuff. I think that's Boone's call.
Thank you, Brandon.
Because the way you know is that because in the wild card game in like 2018, my man brought in Betanzas for not 1 but 2 innings, and we all know the stats tell you do not have Dellin Betanzas pitch a second inning. That went well last year.
Betanzas pitched very well in that game, by the way.
Oh, it shocked me. I know
Yeah.
when they brought him out in the second inning, I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that was interesting. But go on,
That
Bray.
was, I mean, the lineup that is his call. I truly do not believe that
I think the
Cashman.
lineup is Boone's call.
Yeah, because people think it's Cashman. Cashman's also like the senior vice president, so I don't think he has time to make a lineup. I truly do not believe Brian Cashman has his own time to make the lineup.
Necessarily Brian Cashman, but I mean, they have an entire analytics department. Don't you think those guys do
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, the final call is on Boone. I think when you can tell by the rest, Girardi was never this extreme with resting players.
Yeah, but Girardi
today.
also wasn't as into analytics.
Yeah,
Like,
but I
he-
mean, you had Stanton, Gary
Shout out
Sanchez.
to David Brown, because I'm a firm believer in this as well. The bats got the Yankees rolling.
Oh,
not Aaron.
1000%. Once they started swinging, I mean, when the Yankees are scoring a lot of runs, makes the pitcher's life a lot easier because you remember in those.
This is Brian Cashman's car. Aaron Boone is the puppet for the management.
Isn't that what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I think so. But
I-
when it's in-game decisions, Cashman has nothing to do with that.
oh no, he.
But you
Yeah.
also the thing. What Aaron Boone is responsible for is keeping this team motivated. He's the guy that's got to go in there, talk them up, keep their heads up when things aren't going well.
All right, you said that's Boone's job, right?
Yeah,
But we don't know what's going.
I'm not
We
saying
don't.
he's done it well. I'm not saying he's done it well. I'm saying that's what his job is.
But what I'm saying, why were they on an historic slide until Cashman?
Everyone was
come in the
cool at
clubhouse.
the same time.
I mean, the
Why
bullpen
couldn't
fucking
Boone be that
sucked.
guy? Why couldn't Boone be that guy to light a fire under them? Why did Cashman have to go to
Should be.
Buffalo?
We don't. That's the thing. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors.
But you
I
could
mean, but-
only assume when Cashman has to go to Buffalo. You could only assume.
Yeah, it's not a
mean,
great look.
It's not a good
yeah.
look. That's like
Last
when a
time
teacher's class is like all failing, so the principal has to go to the class and like watch what's going on. Like, why
Yeah.
are all these kids so bad?
the last time Cashman spoke to the team was
2009.
2009, and
Yes.
that game they shit the bed until A-Rod I think hit a go-ahead grand slam or something like that. Whatever it was, but I mean, who fucking knows what Boone's deal is? I mean, as long as they keep doing well, we're fine. But you just gotta
This
hope
is
that he.
this is another off-topic question, but it still has to do with Boone. Yes or no? Will the Yankees win a World Series under Aaron Boone?
If they pitch the way they have pitched this year, like we know that what has prevented the Yankees from moving ahead has been the starting pitching, some games, and then the bullpen. At the end of the day, Boone ain't gonna do shit to help the pitching. But I think
So what's
he
the
needs
answer,
to.
Brandon? Yes or no?
This
If
is a
they
roundabout
win-
way of saying he has no idea.
I honestly don't know because
See, there it is.
the reason why I'm not sure is because there are some days he manages the bullpen really well. There are some days he doesn't know what he's doing, and you just don't know what version of Boone you're going to get in the postseason. So if it's like the good Boone, yeah, but it's going to be the offense that wins the World Series for the team.
So
I don't
Brian,
think Boone has
what's
any
your
decision.
I was hoping you would forget about me.
Yeah, I would just forget about you right here.
I don't know, man. I feel like no, because I don't feel like they're gonna win it this year. I'm sorry, but I don't. They don't have that. They don't have that magic feeling that like I feel like.
What do you mean they don't, bro? They just won 10 straight games.
Yeah, I know, and that's great, but they played so bad early in the season, and it's so hard to forget that.
That's when we lost DJ, Judge,
Stanton.
Yeah, that's true.
Rada, Wade, and
That's true, but Judge hasn't been hitting since he got. I mean, he's only been back a couple games, but
no, I think Judge will pick it up. I mean,
Judge will
I'm
pick it up.
definitely not worried about Aaron Judge.
I'm more worried that he's still hurt and he's
I mean,
Okay, let's be
But-
honest with each other. Aaron Judge is probably still hurt. He's probably still feeling something.
and
But
he's,
I respect
he's
the hell
played,
out of him for playing.
but he's played through injuries before, and when he does,
Yeah.
he struggles. And so
That's not true.
my-
He played in the postseason last year injured.
yeah, but
he did play pretty well last year. So but he has played bad in the past when he has been playing through injuries. So
2017 second half.
I'm just saying I'm worried that he's not going to come back 100%. But
I mean,
hopefully-
the calf can be an issue. I mean, what we've seen lately is that they're really throwing a lot of pitches inside on him, and he's actually swinging. I mean, the calf seems like it was fine. I mean, he scored yesterday from first on a double by Stanton down the left field line.
And he did try to steal tonight. And
he was safe, but
yeah, no, he was safe. But I mean, the fact that he was going for the steal shows that he's not in that much pain, even if he is in any pain.
I just think what the issue with him is not enough. Like, yeah, the alternate site you're facing pitchers, but it's not like an actual game. I mean,
no, that's
of
obviously why they want him to rehab up instead of down there.
I would assume that, let's say you're Clark Schmidt or someone, you're not going to throw Aaron Judge inside over the threat of it. Kind of like what CeCe said on his podcast about an exhibition game. He said if he was going up against a team in an exhibition game, like inter squad, he'd be CeCe's. We all know CeCe throws cutters inside. He said he'd be scared to throw a cutter inside because he doesn't want to hurt his own players. You could assume that some of the guys down at the alternate site, I can think of one guy who doesn't know where the ball's going. When they're going to pitch into Judge, you're like, all right, let's maybe try to keep things middle away.
Let me pop this question on the screen really quick. What do you think about playing the Astros in the playoffs now that Verlander's gone? Is that even possible at this point with the whole
the Astros would have to move to
they would have to move above the Twins, right?
They would have to move to the 5 seed, and that's not going to happen.
But they could also face them later in the playoffs.
No, they could. That's possible.
I mean, and
Astros don't scare me at all. Like,
I will say
they're below 500, dude. They don't scare
Are
me. Yeah,
they're at 26. They barely won today. I mean, I will say this: a lot of people are like saying good that Verlander got hurt. I mean, I'm not going to be happy that he had Tommy John.
Okay, but I'm not happy, but karma's a very real thing.
I mean,
I think we could all agree on that.
I'm
not sad about it.
Yeah, I mean, but his comments saying, "Oh, they need to take sign sealing out," but then he goes to the Astros in 2017.
Exactly.
But just respecting him as a pitcher, honestly, Detroit version, then having him actually come back from that shoulder stuff, yeah. But I mean, do you think
Justin Verlander? I feel no sympathy for. Zero.
Oh, I fucking hate current version. I hate him, but I'm not gonna. I've seen people kind of cheer for the injury. I'm not gonna cheer.
No, but I'm not gonna cry about it either.
Do you think he comes back? Because when he comes back, for a starting pitcher, it's about 14 to 18 months. I can almost guarantee it's 12 months minimum. He's not pitching next year.
No,
so when he comes back, he's not going to be under contract with the Houston Astros.
Right?
But he'll
be 39 when he gets back. He'll be 39 when he.
Yes, he'll be back. Yes.
Never pitch again. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
He will.
Not that guy again. Not that guy again. Not that guy again.
Wait, what did I do?
What was his name? What was that guy's name?
Fucking, he played for the fucking. I don't know. The guy that said,
the guy from the Yes commercial.
He said, I had a slap tear and ripped off my biceps tendon.
Yeah,
Eric something.
Eric something. No, it was not.
Well, no, but I think without a doubt, Justin Verlander is going to be back. Knowing
he's going to be
Verlander,
39 when he comes back. I mean, I can see a team picking up
make an effort.
I can see a team giving him a minor league deal to see if he still has it. I mean, if he's throwing.
No minor league deal. He'll get a major league deal.
He'll probably get a
guarantee that.
He'll probably get a major league deal.
Yeah, I mean the fact that
whether he come back and pitch well is another question.
Yeah, that's a totally different question, but he will come back. But other than that, the Astros do not scare me one bit. Obviously their offense still isn't bad, but that pitching would not scare me.
Yordan Alvarez is out for the year as well, so
exactly. But Alvarez wasn't even good against us last year either. So I mean,
Altuve's batting 219. Bregman's batting 242.
Another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
If the Yankees don't win a World Series this year, will Boone be gone?
I think he will.
I don't think he will be. I really don't.
I don't think so.
I think we agreed a few weeks ago. The only way Boone would not return as the manager next year is if they miss the playoffs. That would be the only way he wasn't coming back.
Yeah.
If they win the World Series, they'll most likely pick up his option. But I mean, let's say hypothetically they do pick up his option.
Say that so casually, if they win the World Series,
because if Boone takes his
thing, that's a huge thing. Yes, if they won the World Series, they will.
They win the World Series. Give that man a 10-year extension. I don't care.
Give him anything.
I don't care how he manages the bullpen. I don't give a crap anymore. Just give him everything. Whatever. If he can get this World Series, I don't care.
Bribe CC to be our manager. God, that'd be amazing.
That would be beautiful. But
I could just imagine CC just yelling at every single one of our players, just throwing Tyler Wade down the stairs.
What's the record for most ejections in a season? I bet you he could beat it.
Doesn't Lou Piniella?
Brandon, you don't know that off the top of your head? Are you okay?
I'm shocked Brandon doesn't know that. That's something Brandon would eat.
The only manager that popped into my head was Lou Piniella because that man just got ejected every game.
What's the other guy?
Who?
Who am I thinking of?
Billy Martin?
Yes, it could be. I bet you it's
Bobby
Billy
Cox with 161 total ejections.
All right, maybe I'm just young, but no, obviously not in a season.
I said in a season.
All right,
in a season.
Maybe I'm just young, but I don't really remember Bobby Cox being that much of a hothead.
That was probably in his early days.
Okay, Carl.
You're about to get blocked.
I gotta go.
They said Herman. I thought they said Herman. Oh wait,
Brandon.
Can Domingo Herman pitch in the post? Isn't he allowed to pitch in the postseason?
Yeah, but has he been rehabbing? I mean, not rehabbing. Has he been pitching or anything?
He should be at rehab for his issues, but
not that kind of rehab. I meant
Should we? Oh my god, what, Brandon?
I mean, you're not
bro.
wrong.
That man literally retired and said, "I am done. Thank you, my people."
What? Domingo Herman's private on Instagram now?
Wait, I think I still follow him. So we have a comment right here. Yeah. Love this comment. Paraskevas Xenofontos, great name, love it. He says Brian looks like he came out of The Sopranos.
Go make me some fish pie.
That's quality. That's
let's actually see.
quality comment.
Wait, but actually thinking about that, putting
Oh.
everything like his off the field stuff. Actually, Domingo posted a video 9 hours ago on his Instagram, and he's in Tampa, and he's on a treadmill.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's still not pitching in the playoffs. I don't.
No, but putting all the stuff aside,
Then.
we got Domingo Germán next year. Like putting all like the off-field stuff aside, when Domingo Germán's like just strictly as a baseball player, before that little stretch where he was injured, Domingo's a good pitcher. He had some of the highest strikeouts, swing percentage stuff in baseball. I mean,
but I don't think he'll go into the season expecting a lot from Germán. He'll have to prove himself to even make the rotation.
Yeah, he'd be like the number 6 or 7 starter, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I trust him right now more than Monty.
It's my next question I have for you guys. I know like this wasn't even in our thought. What's the word that comes after thought? Thought process. There we go. Like a few weeks ago, but at the end of the season, would you give J-Hap like a 1-year deal? Because I 100% would. You could never have enough pitching depth.
Well, you said he's not going to reach the thresholds for his
which is good because that was going to kick in a $17 million option.
I would give him like 1 year, like 8-10 million.
It actually depends. Does he want to come back after we literally manipulated him out of getting 17 million?
Why not? He probably wants to win. He never won a World Series, no? Was he with the 2008 Phillies?
He was. All I know is he pitched against us in 2009, but let me check.
All right, but was he on 2008? Because if he was on 2008, he has a ring. If he wasn't, then he does not. Brandon's on the research. Oh, this is another good question.
He does have a ring.
If the Yankees beat the Astros in the playoffs, will all be forgiven? No. Never. Never. I'll never forgive the Houston Astros.
Highlight Carl's other thing about Buck. Yes. Give Buck. I can give Buck a 2 or 3 year deal. He will put this team kind of just light a fire under them. Hopefully pitch Zach Britton in the postseason. But I trust Buck Showalter over Aaron Boone any day of the week.
I love Buck. I think he'd be great, but they would never do that.
They wouldn't bring him back. They wouldn't bring him back.
They would never go from like a guy like Boone to Buck. They just wouldn't.
No, they don't want an old school manager. They want.
Did you guys see the ESPN opinion piece that this dude said? Oh, what was it? Fucking Cohen's first job should be to get Brian Cashman from the Yankees. First of all, that's not happening. That guy said he should try to do that. Literally, Brian Cashman just signed a new deal. He's not leaving the Yankees.
It's a really bold opinion there. Yeah, just go out and get the best general manager in sports. Yeah, that's really, really brazen of you to come up with that idea.
Brian's
like what? That's like saying, hey guys, I have a great idea for the New York Knicks. They should go out and trade for LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and they'll be great. They'll be great.
What publication was that in?
Hey, you know what? The Yankees should trade for Mike Trout. I don't know if they thought of this. I don't know if it came to anyone's mind, but maybe they should go get him. You know what? Why don't we dig up Babe Ruth and bring him back?
Better than Tyler Wade. I also, totally off topic, Justice Sheffield just threw 6 innings of 1-run baseball against the San Diego Padres.
Did we lose the trade? Yes.
I mean,
we did. There's no questions about it. But at the time, yes, the deal had to be made. But looking back on it, yes, we lost.
If you're
going to argue that,
I wouldn't say it's like a clear it was honestly both sides better. I mean, yes, we did not win a World Series with Paxton, but if we're talking about what he gave to us in 2019 before the injuries, I mean, he gave us 2 great in Game 5, he saved us from getting sent home on our own turf. I mean, that's kind of what we traded him to get. But
1 start is not worth Justice Sheffield. It's as simple as that.
Okay, then let me ask you this. Out of these 3 pitchers, who would you rather have? Devi Garcia, you can pick only 2. Devi Garcia, Clark Schmidt, or Justice Sheffield?
Devi Garcia, Clark Schmidt, or Justice Sheffield?
Pick 2 only.
I'm happy with the 2 we have.
Yeah, I'm happy with the 2 we have as well.
Okay, so then...
Okay, so what are you trying to prove here?
So you're saying you'd rather have... or at this moment, you'd rather still have Sheffield over what Paxton gave to us?
Looking back... it was better if we didn't get Paxton at all.
Well, yeah, hindsight 2020. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
no
We
one
should've-
expected
we should've
Sheffield to.
use Sheffield to get like Bauer or something.
Yeah, I mean, the big issue with
Yeah, but he
Sheffield was
He wasn't that
Good.
highly regarded at the time.
he had severe control issues, which teams just were like,
Who, Sheffield?
he had really bad control issues. Like he could not find the zone for anything. That's
I thought
why
the
his
big knock on him was his height.
no. I mean, Pedro Martinez was
Isn't that a
5'9".
knock on Devi too?
Height don't
That was a
shit.
knock on Devi like this whole time that he wasn't
Yeah.
tall.
I mean,
Shout
no.
out to
With
the
Sheffield
people
was
out there.
he couldn't. He just had no command of anything. And we traded away Yankee legend Shed Long.
Yeah.
Better than Tyler
Which-
Wade.
All right. Well, I say before we wrap things up tonight, I just want to throw in this quote from Aaron Boone. So if the Mariners lose tonight, the Yankees do win the playoff spot. So when asked about how the Yankees would celebrate, Aaron Boone said, maybe a fist bump, maybe a glass of wine.
Respect that.
And I'll just leave it at that. Classy glass of wine.
Classy
But
wine.
unless you guys have anything else to chime in, we went a solid 40 minutes tonight. I think it's going to wrap it up for us.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Brandon, you have
I'm
anything
ready.
else to say? No more Tyler Wade rants?
Please
Fucking
get me
hate
away
Tyler
from you
Wade.
guys.
But before we do wrap things up tonight, I think we all know what's coming. Shout out to Dugout Mugs. Shout out to Dugout Mugs. Go head over to dugoutmugs.com/unhinged. Purchase your very own baseball bat drinking mug engraved with your favorite baseball team. Look at this Yankees one. Tell me not this is fire.
It's fire.
Thank you. It's the only thing I drink out of. But we have to remember to say this. Do not put it on your carpet because it will spill. I put it on my carpet. It spilled. For those of you who watch this every night, why do you look so confused?
You put the mug
I put-
on.
The mug on my carpet, it toppled over.
Okay, but let me ask you. Don't blame the mug for that. Blame your
No, I'm not
stupidity.
blaming the mug, but
Like,
I'm warming.
That
I'm
would have
warning
happened
people.
with any glass or any.
Yes, it does. Bro,
What?
if you put that on a carpet, it's not going to be balanced. It needs to be on like a flat surface.
Isn't that true of any cup or glass
Yes,
or mug?
that's why I'm just
So
warning people.
you're just
Try-
stupid. Stop blaming the mug.
All right, head over to dugoutmugs.com/unhinged. Purchase your own mug. Also,
put it on the
before
carpet.
we go, shout out to Coverage Gear. They have these awesome hats with all these numbers on them. Favorite sports team. They have Yankees, every team you could ever imagine. Code unhinged10 at checkout for 10% off. And that's gonna wrap it up for us today. And we will see you guys maybe tomorrow. Maybe we'll see you guys tomorrow. We're debuting a new show tomorrow too, so stay tuned for that. And on that note, we will see you guys next time. Have a good night.